Are you ready? If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya. What's up? I'm awesome. Hello, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey, really? Really? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yowie, wowie. Like mom. Baby. It's true. Believe that.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Two Words podcast for this very short predictions episode. It is I, Radio Matt, the typical co-host of Two Words. John is not here today. We were not able to get together for a recording session over Memorial Day weekend. We were just both too busy. But we do have predictions. I have John's predictions here. We're going to quickly go over Backlash and Saturday Night Main Event and look ahead to Clash in Italy and just see where we think the show and storylines are going to go. But really quickly, let's go back to Backlash and find out who is still the reigning, defending Two Words podcast champion. That's right, it's me, Radio Matt. We had 5 matches on Backlash, and John and I agreed on all of them except for one. And that was the one that put me over and helped me retain the title. But let's go over that real quick. The results for this. The first was the singles match, Io Sky versus Asuka, which was maybe match of the night. I mean, very good. Surprising. I mean, they're both amazing athletes. Both have had 5-star matches, but we just weren't expecting much. This was kind of a storyline that had fizzled out. We thought that they were just putting a bow on it, but turns out this was also kind of Asuka's farewell. I didn't see that coming. So as it stands right now, I think she's retired, at least from WWE. I don't know if she's going to be wrestling in Japan anywhere, but surprising end to that. And really good match overall. Very exciting. Thought it was going to be a throwaway, and it was one of the best, if not the best match of the night. Of course, Io Sky won this match as Asuka was losing on her way out, as you typically do in wrestling. And that was the one that I had chosen, Io Sky, and John had chosen Asuka, which put me over the top. The rest of these matches, John and I chose the same thing, so we don't have to focus on that. We had the singles match, Braun Breaker defeating Seth Rollins. Great match. Good match. No complaints. Nothing really stood out as crazy insane, but it was the match we expected. It was good. We had our men's United States Championship match, Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn again. Trick Williams defeated. I mean, sure. It's fun enough, I guess. It feels like they don't know what to do with Sami Zayn still. Sami Zayn's downward spiral continues. I think it's on purpose. It's been my standing position that I think eventually he's going to find himself back in the Bloodline fold, which I would love. I loved him in the Bloodline. I loved that whole storyline. But this time, having him be a part of the Bloodline and be like evil Sami Zayn, gimme all of it. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I don't know. The tag team match. Miz and Kit Wilson versus Danhausen and a mystery opponent, which, of course, we were doing what all people do. All of us marks do for these. We were speculating. We're like, it's gonna definitely be this person, this person, this person, this person. None of us expected Minihausen and then multiple Minihausens. How impressive was that main guy? I don't remember his name. I mean, I know Minihausen, but he had like a name. Mr. Blinky or something. I don't know. Something weird. But anyway, that little dude, that little luchador version of Danhausen was really good. Put on a pretty darn well clinic for the Little People wrestlers. Very, very good stuff. Very funny. I mean, it was funny. It was a funny match all around. I enjoyed it. I think we all did. Kind of what I was expecting. Danhausen barely wrestled, and that's fine because he doesn't need to wrestle. He doesn't ever have to wrestle, as far as I'm concerned. He's just a delight to have around. And now I don't know what he's doing. We saw him doing stuff on SmackDown, taking all the power, doing more things. They can't keep going back to Minihausen's. He still has the box there for whatever science experiment he's doing. So I'm wondering what's coming next. They got to up it because they've already used the Minihausen's twice. So they can't do it again. But anyway, Danhausen and the Minihausen's won that match, of course. Just a good time all around. And then Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu, which kind of went exactly how I thought it was going to go, where Roman was going to win, but Jacob was going to mess Roman up. And that's kind of, didn't go as far as I thought it was going to go. Because I think we said incorrectly that Roman Reigns was missing the next pay-per-view, which would be this coming Clash in Italy. He's actually missing, I believe, the one in Saudi Arabia, which is after this, before SummerSlam. He won't be going to that. I don't know I don't know if it's Crown Jewel or if it's something else. But he won't be going to Saudi Arabia, the next pay-per-view. So I actually think that's going to happen in Clash in Italy, but we'll talk about that here in a second. It was a great match, intense. We expected it. Jacob Fatu's fantastic performer. Roman Reigns is still on top of his game. I loved it. Overall, Backlash was not bad. It wasn't a 5-star pay-per-view, but I think it was far better than any of us expected it to be. So, as it comes to backlashes in general, it was a pretty good backlash. Now we've got Clash of Italy coming up. And now I keep saying that. Is it Italy? Yeah, it's Italy. I was about to say Clash of Paris. Clash in Italy. These Clash episodes of PLEs here always confuse me because it's always different. But we have got that coming up. But before we get into that, let's really quickly go over the results for this past Saturday's Saturday Night Main Event, which was also kind of a top-tier Saturday Night Main Event. Like, as far as Saturday Night Main Events go, this was a really good one. We had the Vision defeating the Street Profits to retain the World Tag Team Championship, which was, a good match. A good tag team match. Can't beat a good, solid group of tag teamers. Brie Bella and Paige defeating the Irresistible Forces to retain the Women's Tag Team Championships. That's kind of how we all expected that to go. It was fine. Penta defeating All Ego Ethan Page to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Pardon me. Penta defeating All Ego Ethan Page to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Fantastic match. Well done. Sol Ruca technically winning the match against Becky Lynch, but won via disqualification with shenanigans, so she didn't get to win the title. And, okay. So that's leading into Clash in Italy, of course. And then Jade Cargill, Mishin, and B-Fab defeating Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. This was the one that opened the night, and I loved it. That was a both fun and well-done match. I loved the storyline progression of Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, once the bitterest of enemies, becoming friends. I hope we get more of those three together for things, because I love it. It's like Alexa Bliss is like the best of both of them together, and so having them all three as one team is a blast. I'd like to see a lot more of that. So let's get into it. Clash in Italy coming up this Sunday, I believe. And for those of us here in the States, it's going to be somewhere in the middle of the day. So that's going to be really fun. Get home from church and probably already be an hour into it. We'll see how it goes. We have got 5 matches on the card as it stands right now. Now, this is being recorded on Monday morning. So something might happen on Raw. Something might happen on SmackDown. We might get one more match added to the card. This is a typical length of these lower level PLEs, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is it. But a pretty star-studded Clash in Italy, honestly. Quite a few matches, quite a few big names. a lot of these are promising to be really good, if not all of them. We've got the Women's Intercontinental Championship, so basically a rematch from Saturday night. Sol Ruca versus Becky Lynch. Sol Ruca's getting her second chance because of Becky Lynch's disqualification shenanigans in the last match that they had. John and I both agree that Sol Ruca should win here. Sol Ruca did technically win at Saturday night, but because she didn't win the title, John called it a Chekhov's gun situation. Like, we wouldn't be introducing it and introducing her beating Becky Lynch without that having some sort of payoff. Whether or not that's here, I'm not sure. It might be. It's not really a blow for blow if Becky wins, because Becky will claim that that's all she needed. So it's possible there's more shenanigans, another disqualification, something. She keeps weaseling her way out of it, and Sol Ruca wins but doesn't win the title. But either way, we think Sol Ruca's going to win. Hopefully gets the championship. I would say that, she's new enough to the main roster that they might not want to put a strap on her this quickly, but that's kind of what they do with the women's mid-card titles. They put those, the IC and the women's United States title on newer talent often to establish them as they first come up. So I would not be surprised if that's what happens here. We've got Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. What a surprise that was. We all thought, everybody thought, nobody didn't thought that Brock Lesnar was done. We thought he was like, that's it. We're out at WrestleMania. And surprise, surprise, he pops back up and attacks Oba Femi during Oba Femi's open challenge thing. And really poetic, because you didn't see that coming, you didn't know that it was going to be as poetic, because that's how this match started in the first place. Brock Lesnar was kind of doing the open challenge for WrestleMania thing, coming back every Monday until someone accepted his challenge for WrestleMania. And this was like the reverse. It was the mirror image. And so technically Brock Lesnar is still technically not a member of the roster anymore. This is a freelance role, I guess, that he's in. I am expecting Brock Lesnar to win this match because they've got a SummerSlam coming up. And they've also got the pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. I need to find out what's the PLE schedule. WWE PLE schedule. You just come along with me on a trip through Google. It is Night of Champions. Okay, so we got Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. They usually stack the Saudi Arabia cards like crazy because they get paid $1 billion tons of dollars to come. So we'll see. The payoff might be there. I'm thinking this is a blow for blow. I think this is going to be Oba Femi won cleanly at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be a more balanced match, and then Brock is going to overcome here at Clash in Italy, and we're going to have the payoff, the final match up either in Riyadh at Night of Champions or at SummerSlam, both of which coming up the next two PLEs. So I'm picking Brock to win this one. John is picking Oba Femi. Says this is an opportunity to solidify Femi as the new big dog, new big guy on the roster to be for everyone to be terrified of. That's also just as likely to happen, in my opinion. But that's where we're going to differ there. I'm picking Brock. John is picking Oba Femi. Let's move on to the Women's WWE Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. The ending of that Saturday Night Main Event match with Cargill going over was fantastic. I think that's what the story needed. I think Cargill having her little bad guy squad with her is helping a little bit with her character, because I know that's kind of the thing that lacks. She's got all the strength, all the moves, all the impressive stuff, but she's not very charismatic. And so having a team with her is helping that. And man, John is picking Cargill. He says no reason. It's hard to pick this one because, again, Cargill's a fantastic athlete, but she held that title for so long and people forgot about it. Like she didn't do much of anything with it barely on TV, it felt like. And even when she was on TV, it wasn't memorable. But they're building this new team around her now. And so maybe they're wanting to give it a second go to establish her as a more dominant force, both in the ring and out of the ring. And so I just don't see, I don't see a reason for Rhea Ripley to continue to hold it. Like, what is she champion for right now? You know, like, it didn't feel like a big chase to get to the title. There didn't seem to be any story behind it other than just a couple small grudges. Like, there wasn't build up. So she feels transitional in this moment. But I don't know if it's transitional so much from big champion to big champion as it is from Jade Cargill first attempt to Jade Cargill second attempt. I'm going to lean with John. I'm going to say Cargill wins here. I'll be happy either way. I think they can do a lot both directions, but I would also love to see just some more back and forth with Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill and their teams. Keep Rhea Ripley together with the best friend squad, and let's have a whole thing. Shoot, take it all the way to SummerSlam. That'll be fun. So, yeah, I like to see this storyline continue with all 6 of those girls. But yeah, I'm going to say Jade Cargill wins here so the storyline can continue. Then we have got Gunther versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. Let's get to John's thoughts. John thinks Gunther is going to win. Says they've been setting Gunther up. How can I say Gunther? Gunther up for something big. Alternatively, it could be a chance to solidify Rhodes as champion after being rather lackluster lately, but he's going with Gunther. I think I'm also leaning Gunther. I think that for the same reason. I think that they've been really hyping him up for the past 2 years now, building him into something a little bit more mythical in the WWE. And John's right about Cody Rhodes' current run being kind of lackluster. Like, again, like, why is he the champion right now? I don't see a reason or a need for it. Honestly, I'm mad that Randy Orton didn't win at WrestleMania, because that would be a reason to be champion. And that would be a reason to have some fun with the title for a while. A heel Randy Orton again as champion. That way we'd see all these faces chasing the title again. I don't know. We're missing opportunities, I feel like. So are they going to do that with Gunther? Are they going to put the title on Gunther and make him the heel champion for a while? I hope. That's what, I mean, we got to do something. Got to shake it up a little bit. We got to shake it up somehow. Because Cody Rhodes being champion right now, this run is just kind of boring. I don't know what we're doing. In the AEW, when Cody Rhodes basically talked himself out of ever being the champion, the AEW champion, with that storyline, he still continued to be super dang popular. Popular enough that he became the number 1 guy in WWE as soon as he came back. Like, and still remains one of the number 1 people in the company. He doesn't need to be holding the top title all the time. We had the same criticism with Roman Reigns for that ridiculously long stretch that he held the title. He didn't need to hold it that long. But we had that weird point that he had held it on so long that they had to make another title. And they brought that up recently. The one that he's now holding, the one that Roman now holds. Like, that was made because everybody else was tired of waiting on Roman Reigns losing the original title, the Undisputed Championship. I don't know, man. I'm word vomiting here. Gunther. We're going to pick Gunther. And then finally, we have got Tribal Combat for the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. John is picking Fatu, and he says that eventually picking Jacob Fatu is going to work for him. No. Not this time. No, this is 100% what's going to happen, okay? I've been wrong in the past, or I've been a little ahead of the game in the past. This is 100% what's going to happen. Roman is still going to win. Jacob is going to go nuts. Jacob is going to injure Roman Reigns after the match, to the point where Roman Reigns is off TV until after Saudi Arabia. Because, again, he will not be at Night of Champions, despite being the champion. So that's 100% going to happen, in my mind. Anyway, Roman Reigns is going to retain, because they're not going to take that off of him this quickly, because they're just now establishing the bloodline again. There's no way. No way on earth. They would be stupid. They would be shooting themselves in the foot if they took it off Roman Reigns this early. But he is going to get messed up. Jacob Fatu is going to lose, and he's going to go bat crap crazy, as he typically does. And he is going to brutalize Roman Reigns as the show comes to a close. 100%. That's what's going to happen in my mind. If I'm wrong, I will eat our title belt. There you have it. So let's quickly go over those one more time. Start at the beginning. Women's Intercontinental Championship, Sol Ruca versus Becky Lynch. We are both picking Sol Ruca to win that match. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. John is picking Oba Femi. I am picking Brock Lesnar. Women's Championship, WWE Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. We are both picking Cargill, maybe for different reasons. Well, he doesn't have a reason, but we're both picking Jade Cargill. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. We are both picking Gunther for this match. And finally, it is Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. I am picking Roman Reigns. He is picking Jacob Fatu. We have a potential here to tie if, because we only have two matches where we differ. So if Oba Femi wins and Roman Reigns wins, then we tie it up. But that means I get to be the champion because it's champion's advantage, the way we do it here. So John's got to sweep both those matches, essentially. He's got to be right about both of those matches to win. So I'm liking my odds. Clash in Italy this Sunday. Enjoy it over your Sunday lunch, your after church brisket or whatever you're having, because that's what we do now that half of these PLEs are on the other side of the world, which I guess is fine, but really takes it out of you to watch it in the, at 10 a.m. It's just not, doesn't feel right. But you can't watch it later because then you're not watching live. I don't know. To watch a PLE and then be like, okay, well, I guess I got to go make dinner and do some laundry, put the kids to bed in 5 hours. I don't know. Feels wrong. Feels wrong. So we're going to be in Italy, then we're going to be in Saudi Arabia. So we're going to do this for the next two PLEs. But then we got SummerSlam. 2 nights of SummerSlam here in America. So, I don't know. Could be good. I don't know what they're going to do for SummerSlam. SummerSlam is close, and I have no idea the trajectory except for maybe that Brock Lesnar-Oba Femi match. Not sure what Roman Reigns will be doing at SummerSlam. Can't be another Jacob Fatu match, but, what's he going to do in between? Maybe it will be another Jacob Fatu match, and maybe Jacob wins then. Because, if he gets injured, if it goes like I think it is, he's going to come back after Riyadh and want to get revenge on Jacob Fatu. It can't be like Sami Zayn waiting there to challenge him, Don't know what's ahead. Not always a bad thing. It doesn't quite feel like before WrestleMania where it was obvious WWE didn't know what they were doing. This time it just feels like they're playing things close to the chest and we're playing guessing games, and that's fine. And maybe they don't have a plan. Maybe they don't have a solid plan. I don't know. But it doesn't feel as confusing as it did before WrestleMania this year. So we'll see. Hopefully it's great. A lot of good stuff on the way in Clash in Italy. I'm going to enjoy that pay-per-view. All of those matches seem like they're going to be a blast. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. We're going to probably be live talking about it as long as I'm out of church by then on Sunday at the LTN Discord. Go to lovethynerd.com/Discord and join it if you haven't already. And in the channels and roles section, just choose, pro wrestling as one of your topics. And that way that channel will show up in your sidebar there. And we just go and we chat while the show's going on. When we point out botches and make fun of matches and then have our minds blown when something totally takes us by surprise. And, we're a bit cynical because all wrestling fans are, but we also love it enough to keep coming back every single month, every single show. And so, come hang out, join us there. It's going to be a blast. Catch us on our socials sometimes at 2 Words LTN. We don't really do much there. All of our stuff is posted at Love Thy Nerd, which is social for the main LTN channels pretty much everywhere. Catch us on the YouTubes at 2 Words LTN. You can definitely find us there. You can find us on Glue as well, the God Loves You Network. It is an app for your smartphone and for your Roku and smart TVs. All family friendly. Well, I don't want to say it's all family friendly, but it's all Christian content. Some of it's for older folks, including our show. But all of LTN's content goes there. Sometimes before it even hits YouTube and other places on the internet. So, go download that, go check it out. Also, we have also recently launched the LTN Plays Games channel on YouTube at LTN Plays Games, where we've got all the VODs from Bubba and Matt doing playthroughs on Twitch. And Matt is still going through his GameCube rankings, playing new stuff all the time. And then he's got some lunch streams every week that he's been playing through Super Mario Sunshine, a game that he hates and is terrible at. And it's been very entertaining. Bubba has been playing through Ocarina of Time, and he also has some chats every now and then. And occasionally he gets to get on there longer and play some stuff like Slay the Spire 2 and things like that right now. I am even dropping videos on there. Now, I'm not streaming on Twitch, so all of my stuff is coming directly to that YouTube channel. Radio Mats Plays Games Badly. I've been playing through Level Devil, which is a game that I played a while back. Pardon me. But they have completed the game now. So there's the Level Devil stages and the Level Deviler, the harder ones. And then they have completed finally Level Devil Est, the third thing. So I'm playing through the entirety of the game. And there should be one out, I think, already. One that I think came out today or yesterday. Whenever you're seeing this, just go check that channel out at LTN Plays Games here on YouTube. Or at the Glue channel as well. Glue Network, it's on there too. I've rambled on long enough. I don't know. I'm just trying to pad this episode out a little bit. Sorry that it is not a full episode. We will hopefully be back with a full episode for Night of Champions. Life is busy, like I said, but we love you. Jesus loves you, nerds. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Goodbye.